Hello, this is Running Robert, and today we're going to be talking about the Gossamer Bio GOSS third quarter 2025 quarterly summary. Today is the 6th of November 2025, and the quarterly report came out late yesterday, so we're going to be going over the bullish and the bearish parts of it. I generally follow Small Cap Pharma. I do games, I do a little bit of everything, so if you like what I'm doing, hey, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot, and thank you. Disclaimer is I bought shares under $1, and I sold half my position up 103%. I plan to hold the rest until 2026. This is how I do my investment as I get in before the run up. I have the run up. I take out my initial investment while still continuing to hold shares. And then there's absolutely no way I can't make profit on it, even if the data comes back and it just bombs down to nothing. So overall, that's just my investment strategy. I'm an amateur investor, and any advice given should be followed up by your own due diligence. And any information given is valid for today, the 6th of November, and the slideshow will not be updated, but as always, new news, new slideshow. So let's go over that quarterly report. So Precigen phase 3 for PAH, the data for that is going to be in February 2026. We are paying for that entire trial. So after February 2026, we're going to lose a lot of operating expenses. Enrollment was completed in the second quarter, so that is good. Our phase 3 for the PH-ILD is expected to start in the fourth quarter of 2025. That is split with the partner. So it's going to add a little bit of cash burn to it. But then, of course, like I said, in February, you pretty much lose your other data and you're in good shape. Cash at the end of the third quarter was about 180 million. Collaboration revenue was 13.3. Total operating expenses for the quarter were 55 million, and the net loss was negative 48. So the data is 2 quarters away. Really, it's like a quarter and a half, but we're using 2 to make the numbers easy. So at that current burn rate, they're going to burn about 100 million. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. They're going to burn 100 million, and they're still going to have 80 to continue on from there. And then also, if the trial is successful, whatever payment they will get from their partner for that. The company did buy another pharmaceutical company for their lead product, but they didn't say they don't see trials starting until 2027, so we're going to put that on the back burner for the moment. So the investment thesis. The company has a partnership for the indication, which split costs for their drug, except for their ongoing phase 3, the Precigen trial. So second trial is split. First trial is completely on them. Orphan drug designation and patent protection until 2039, which means we are expecting a 2027 approval. So 12 years to sell the drug. That is pretty nice. That is a very long lead runway. That's what we like, and that's what we're going for. So bullish. The PAH is a huge market. It's about 11 billion plus, and having a large partner is definitely going to help the company. The company believes they have figured out the best patient population and are using that for the phase 3. Their phase 2 was not quite as positive, but they used a lot more people who were less severe. So it did not look as good, but now they are definitely following previous trials. There are a lot of warrants that are already in the money. So this is going to be in the bullish and the bearish parts because obviously there's a lot of warrants that are going to be cashed in. The company has enough cash to get to data. Probably enough to get to approval. And that is a bold statement. I know that there's probably going to be several milestone payments for finishing the trial, submitting the NDA, all that kind of stuff that probably should get them to approval. Now, the bearish part of it. Like I said, phase 2 PAH results did not complete well against other approved drugs. Again, I told you what they did to fix it, so we're going to move on. The 2027 notes are scary. So that's 200 million. The company can pay them off in a number of ways or mixing, so issuing shares, paying with cash, all that kind of stuff. But, obviously, we're not going to have 200 million in 2027, so we're really going to have to look at what we're going to be doing from there. There are a lot of warrants that are already in the money. And again, that is both positive and negative, so we will get more cash from those warrants, but there'll be more dilution from them. There are around 118 million shares that could be exercised, and currently over 227 million shares for the company. So unfortunately, most likely, we're not going to see another double up. But, most likely the big run up, it's done. But the summary, so on the 22nd of January, I bought shares under $1. I made a video about it. I made a video, I think in October 2024, whereas the first time I was looking at the company, I thought a run-up was possible, and it has occurred. And the stock price has gone from 89 cents to $2.37. So, again, I'm unsure if we're going to get another 004 data. What I believe will really happen is we're going to settle in the 2 to 3 mark in tow data. Maybe even get a little uptake to 3+ before February, because obviously the warrants won't have been cashed in yet or in any significant number. So you might have a lot of chance to get a little bit more of an uptake before approval and then kind of go from there. So hopefully this gave you some good information. I am excited and I am waiting for February. So thank you very much for watching and listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day.